So hey guys, welcome to another grip training session. Again, a gripper training session in particular, and today with the CoC1. I do not really know whether you can see it. I hope you can. It's a little bit tough to show you the exact number right now because the sun is shining through this window here right now. It's a sunny day today after a lot of rainy days. So I had two warm-up sets with a CoC trainer. And now I'm going to go for a couple of reps. Each set, all in the left hand, because this hand right here still needs to catch up with my right hand. And I'm therefore going to set it a little bit, but not too much, because I really want to keep closing it in a wide set, okay? So, here we go. Start with four reps in the one. 4 reps on the one in the left hand is quite good actually. Now I could have gotten 5 or 6 out of it, but I want to do a couple of sets now, not just one M-rep set, and therefore I said okay, 4 reps is perfectly enough. And I've been focusing more on holds and 1-rep maxes for the last, several training sessions on grippers in particular, but now I feel like I have to go back to doing a couple of reps just to get the technique perfectly trained, and also to give my muscles a different task, so to speak, because it's not really the same. It's like powerlifting and bodybuilding. Both are not 100% equal, and both need some specific training. And therefore I said to myself, okay, go for a couple of reps here so that it is easier for you then to close the 1.5 without setting it at all. That is really my goal, to be one day able to to close the 1.5 without setting it at all. Okay, so once again, that's the right leg, light set with my right hand, and 4. Now it's really getting tough actually, so maybe the next set will only be a set of 3 repetitions. But we're going to drop down until I really can't anymore, and then I'm going to perform some 1-rep maxes, or not 1-rep maxes, but 1-rep holds on the one until I'm fully burned out in my left hand. So the thing with grippers is really that it's extremely rewarding for you to reach a different level, or to be able to perform 1 repetition more on a certain gripper. But the thing is, if you focus too much on grippers only, you have to neglect other things, and you do not progress that much in other things, if at all. So therefore I said to myself, let's leave the grippers aside for a while and focus more on deadlifting, your overhead press, rowing, your side laterals, or your side deltoids. And it came at a price actually, because I had to retrain basically closing the 1.5 in both hands, and also in my left hand, which I still cannot really do without holding the spring stable. So I hope that I one day will be able to close the 1.5 without setting it at all in my left hand. And this day will come, definitely, but it takes some time, because you guys know how difficult it was for me to simply squeeze the CoC number 2 in my right hand, and I barely made it to parallel. So it's not so easy. So a light set again. Yeah. 3 repetitions. It's so crazy if I think about it. There was a time when I wasn't even able to come close to closing the 1, and now I'm closing it for reps in my left hand. That's insane. That's really insane. Or the day when I wasn't able to close the 0.5. Crazy. But see, that's how rewarding it is to move up in levels with grippers. The only downside is really that you have to focus so much in time, so much in terms of nutrition, in terms of resting, in terms of neglecting other things you want to achieve in sports in general. So it's quite a feat actually to make it. Okay, here we go for our next set. That's the 4th, by the way. So oh damn, I almost made 3 repetitions. Now it's going downside from here. Now I obviously can now not close the 1.5 in my right hand without setting it at all. So I still have to set it a bit in order for me to close it in my right hand, but it's definitely there. So I'm closing the 1.5 on a regular basis. But what I obviously want to achieve is closing the 1.5 without a set, and therefore I obviously need to close it without the set in my right hand first. So by the time I'm there that I can say I'm closing the 1.5 without a set is more or less the time I'm closing the CoC number 2 with a small set, right? So just to give you an idea how strong my right hand is in comparison to my left hand. So the right hand obviously is stronger, but not that much, but still it is stronger, and it feels way more natural to simply hold the gripper in your right hand. That was something we have already discussed in our last video when I was talking about grippers in general and those left turn grippers by Ironmind, for example, which are made for left-handed people. Ah, damn. Oh, no. And there's no way I'm gonna close it in my left hand again in a wide set. So I'm definitely gonna work on repetitions a bit more, because my 1 rep max strength has increased a bit in my left hand, but not that much. So I'm putting more effort on hypertrophy to get a thicker thumb pad, a thicker pinky pad, and therefore a stronger pinky and thumb pad. That's sort of my approach, because they are still not the same. So when you take the advantage of coordination away, they should at least have the same thickness. Same goes for the pinky pad. See my pinky pad in the right hand and my pinky pad in the left hand, absolutely not comparable. And especially for this last half of a centimeter, the pinky pad is the most important. So yeah, I'm also training my left hand more, because when I'm doing the double overhand deadlift, I always feel like, okay, my 1 rep max could be way higher, maybe even up to 10 kg, but at least 5 kg higher than it actually is. At least 5, if not 10. So, but it doesn't really work out, because when I'm going for my 1 rep max, I always feel like my right arm is supporting my weaker left arm. And that's not good. It also creates imbalances, although not that much because I'm using the double overhand grip, but still. And yeah, it can lead to injury. Yes, it can, but not because of the not because of the grip, because the grip is relatively safe, but simply because this one here pulls stronger than this arm. So let's see whether I can close it in a deeper set. And that's of course possible. I'm holding it shut here. And that's basically it for our gripper session today, guys. I hope you found it interesting and see you the next time.